Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare
Welcome to Sunday Bhagavad Gita class, and we are on topic 5. But first, we will do Mangalacharan prayers. So I will say the one line, and you follow that. That's how you can learn how to chant it. So, are we all ready?
Hmm.
Okay. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिर्गणस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया
चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः।
चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः।
श्रीचैतन्यमनोऽभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले
श्रीचैतन्यमनो अभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले
स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्।
स्वयं
कदा मह्यं ददाति त्वं पदान्तिकम्।
वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुताः पदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च
वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुता पदकमल
श्रीगुरु वैष्णवांश्च
श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवम्
श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवम्
साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम्
द्वैतं
साधुपादं सपद्भृतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवम्
श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च
श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादं सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखा अन्वितांश्च
हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते
हे
हे
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
करुणा
करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते
गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तु ते
गोपेश
गोपीश गोपिका कान्ता
गोपिकान्ता
राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते
तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी
सप्त
सप्तकान्तेन गौराङ्गी
राधे
राधे
वृन्दावनेश्वरी
वृन्दावनेश्वरी
वृषभानुसुते देवी
प्रणमामि
प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये
वृषभ
भानुसुते देवी
प्रणमामि
प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
कृपा
कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
नमो
वैष्णवेभ्यो
नमः
नमो नमः।
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंदा
श्री
जय
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
चैतन्य
चैतन्य
प्रभु
प्रभु नित्यानंद
नित्यानंदा
श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद।
श्री
श्री
अद्वैत
अद्वैत गदाधर
गदाधर
शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद
श्रीवासुदेव हरे भक्तवृंद।
Now everyone together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Hare, Hare
हरे
Rama,
राम
Hare Rama, Rama
राम
Rama,
राम
Hare
हरे
Hare,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Krishna
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Hare,
हरे
Hare
हरे
हरे
Rama,
राम
Hare
हरे
Rama,
राम
राम
Rama Rama,
राम
Hare Hare,
हरे
Hare
हरे
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Hare,
हरे
Hare
राम
Rama,
राम
Hare
राम
Rama, Rama
राम
राम
Rama,
राम
Hare
हरे
हरे
Hare.
हरे
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Please keep your microphone on. when we are, in the class, and at least when we are doing the Mangalacharan prayer, so that, I can hear everyone's voice and should be able to understand who is able to do it, who is not able to do it. If you keep it muted, then it becomes hard, for me to understand. Okay, so in the last class, we had been discussing um, what are different types of yogas, and how they uh, help us to go towards the bhakti yoga, because bhakti yoga is the topmost. And when we discussed about that, a lot of devotees amongst you, they came up with their answers, that what the yoga is all about, and what is yoga not, with that I discussed. Yeah. And some of you had given very good answers, and some of you didn't have any idea about other aspects of the yoga, which is fine, and that is the reason we are in this class, to know and to understand. So we divide the human beings into two categories. Yeah. So first category is the one who abides the law, and the one category, those who are break the law. So we are not interested in talking about the lawbreakers. We are only interested in talking about the law abiders. Yes. So the law abiders are further divided into four categories. What are those four categories? There are karmis, there are jnanis, there are dhyanis, and there are bhaktas. Now, each category relates to what? It relates to the yoga system that we follow. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yep.
So, karmis, what they are doing is they are karma yogi. Jnanis, they are jnana yogi. Dhyanis are dhyana yogi, and bhaktas are bhakti yogi. Right? So our aim is to go.
Recording in progress.
So we are going towards the bhaktas. That is bhakti yogi. So if I draw an arrow here, so our aim is to go towards, this way. We are going to right. It's a shift right attitude. So we are always trying to do shift right. We are doing the karma yoga, and from karma yoga we want to go to doing the bhakti. So while doing our karma, we want to do the bhakti as well. While we are trying to take the jnana and then trying to understand what the Lord is all about, right? And dhyana yogi are the people who are first trying to understand that their body is not in shape. They want to give a discipline to their body, bring it under control, and then they want to go towards the bhakti. That's what we call it as a, Ashtanga yogi. Jnanis are those who want to philosophical knowledge first. They want philosophical knowledge. And karmis are those who are working every day, going to the office, having a good salary, and for salary, what they do? Getting a promotion, they will do some puja. Yeah, getting good promotion, getting good business, etc. So they do all these kind of activities, but there is some part of bhakti is there, which is not complete bhakti. However, they are still trying their best to do so, isn't it? So while we are doing these activities, we try to understand now that these people are all of them law abiders, right? And within the karmis, there are sakama karmi and nishkama karmi. So this we will discuss later on, not now, because I don't want to confuse you too much. In the lawbreakers, what is there? The no belief in God. They don't believe in rebirth or karma. They say this world came by chance. One fine day, this whole world came by chance, and everything just came into like Big Bang theory kind of understanding. This world is all in all. There is nothing beyond this world. So they don't understand that how many universes are there. They don't believe in that theory that there are so many universes, there are so many Brahmas, there are so many planetary systems. So each planetary system has a relation with each of the planet which is there, and each planet has life. There's a book from Srila Prabhupada which says, life come from life. Hmm? So, and there is life on each planet as well. So Prabhupada has talked about that. So whatever uh, the activities that scientists are doing, they're trying to go to moon, trying to go to Mars, and all those to find out what whether there is a life, whether we can find the water there, etc. But they don't understand a fundamental concept that yes, there is life already, but the people out there are not like the human beings like us. There could be different kind of people. Life is there, but wherever you go and land yourself, you may not find anybody. And there is different kind of people out there because every planet has a life. So that is what we need to understand. And what is the point in going and finding out that whether there is life or not on those planet? Are we able to take care of the Earth planet? Are we able to take care of the people, those who are present on the Earth planet? We are not. We are only worrying about whether there is something and then can I use it? I'm not able to lord over the earth planet, so I want to go somewhere else and lord over there. वहां पर जमीन बहुत सस्ती रहेगी ना, तो वहीं जाके ले लेते हैं, ना कोई पैसा मांगेगा ना कुछ होगा. So I will go and live there. I'll have a big bungalow, but when they go there, they find that there is no oxygen. Then again, they are not satisfied with all that, but still they are trying. They keep trying it. Even ISRO has started that. Sri Harikota, they have created so many things and they have sent this satellite, that satellite to do what? We don't know. But the satellites, in terms of finding out what the weather is, whether it's rains, how much rains is going to happen, all that, that is fine. But unnecessary expenses in order to go there and find out whether there is a life or not is a useless exercise. However, coming back, so there is nothing beyond is what their understanding is. Sense gratification is their goal. Khao piyo, maja karo. Right? That is what their goal is all about. And they are sophisticated animals conditioned to the bodily concept of life. Why we are calling them sophisticated animal? Because there are four things common in animal and human being. Can anybody please tell me what are those four common things? Yes, Madhuri.
Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunam.
Yes. So can you explain further?
Ahar means eating, Nidra means sleeping, and Bhaya means fear, and Maithunam means to have sex.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. So these four things are common: sleeping, eating, mating, and defending. Rather than saying it's so we are trying to defend ourselves in case something happens to us. We are always. That's why we have in the house we have CCTV camera. This that we are trying to save ourselves. कि कहीं कुछ हो गया, कुछ आ गया, तो what will you do? That's the reason we are getting ourselves properly, equipped in terms of saving ourselves, saving our property, saving our jewelry, yes, and saving our lives by doing all these things. So we are sophisticated animals, those who are lawbreakers. In order for them to go early somewhere, they will find out the ways by which they can break the law and they should be able to go. And that happens a lot in India normally. They don't follow the directions. They don't follow the signals, etc. They will just go because they want to go. All that you all know and you have seen it. Further to that is trying to find out better ways of eating, sleeping, mating, eating, defending. So they go to better restaurant. What is going to happen? The same. Again, you are going to eat. Again, you are going to sleep. Again, you are going to, the so-called enjoyment you are going to do. And in order to do that, to have a better food, better conditions of living, etc., you are tirelessly working and tirelessly you are finding something to have the sense gratification. So those who are thus bewildered are attracted by demonic and atheistic views. It is written in Bhagavad Gita's 9th chapter, 12th verse. So in that deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated. Because they don't want that culture. They don't want to go to the knowledge part of it. They are only interested in sleeping, eating, mating, and defending. That's the only thing they want to do in their life. So these are the lawbreakers. Yeah. Then we go to karma kandis, those who are karma. So there are four categories within the human beings, within the law abiders. So those who want to follow scriptures, besides having regulated sense gratifications, are called karma kandis. Karma kandis are those who do yajna, they do Satyanarayana ki puja and all those things, right? So these are the people who are karma kandis. They do karma kanda and they try to remain happy, like Shraddha Sankalpa, then, yajna. Yajna is good, yeah, because ultimately it's a fire sacrifice that you are doing and there is some austerity. And fire is the living example of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Fire, Agni, जिसको हम बोलते हैं Agni. So that is a living example of seeing the Lord in that form. So any thought, word, deed not connected to the Supreme Lord is sin, right? That is the definition of sin. And instead of involving in improper ways of sense gratification and inviting severe wrath of Yamaraj. So these are the rules of the law for being a karma kandi. They have regulated sense gratification by following scriptures, worshipping the respective demigods. They follow demigod worship, karma kandis. They don't follow Supreme Personality of Godhead worship only. They also do. They will do Janmashtami as well, but they will do Ganesh Chaturthi as well. They will also do Mahakali Puja as well. They will do Shivratri as well. So all kind of. So they think that Sare Bhagavan same hai. That is their definition of karma kandis. It's not bad. They are still better. So that's why they are in the category of karma kandis. So they slowly, gradually, their detachment from sense gratification happens over a period of time when they do it. And at the end of that journey, they understand, no, whatever I was doing so far was not the right way of doing the puja, etc. And then they turn towards Vishnu. Then they turn towards Vishnu Sahasranam or Krishna Puja, a Supreme Personality of God. So like that, their journey takes time from Karma Kandi to Bhakti Yoga. It takes time for them. So, but there is a gradual upliftment. Why? Because they are still following the scriptures in order to do these things. So when you are following the scriptures and worshipping the respective demigods, these demigods are actually the appointed portfolio holders of various portfolios. Like एक कोई water का देख रहा है, somebody looking after air, somebody looking after sun, somebody looking after moon, all these various energies of the Lord. Yes, Manish Prabhu.
So, like when we were saying that, how we as human beings, we try to find out something like with from the other planets, we try to go to other planets to find life or something. Are they also must be inquisitive about us, isn't it? Like to find something.
There, see, they call it, some alien caves from some planet or like, but there is no proof as such, I mean,
Yeah.
some people have seen it, but it has not been documented anywhere that aliens had come. They talk about it, but not much has been discussed and discovered on that. What you're saying is right. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Any other question, please?
No, thank you.
Yeah, any other devotee you want to ask any question? Bhavna, because you are new, so you must be having lots of questions.
I'm all right.
You're fine?
Mm.
Okay, wonderful. Do you think that it is becoming very heavy for you because you just joined on the fifth topic?
Yeah.
It is? Okay, okay. We will do something about it.
Ah.
Huh? So don't worry about it. So these karmakandis or the fruity workers, they follow these scriptural injunctions. However, they are still following the scripture. That's why they are the law abiders. Okay. So what we call them as Traigunya Vishya Veda, Nishtraigunya Bhavarjuna. That's what Krishna has said. And we ended here last time. Nishtraigunya Bhavarjuna, Nirdvandvo Nityastatvo Stho Niyoga Kshema Atmavan. So this is the verse I want you all to by heart. Like last time, which verse did we by hearted, Saloni?
It was 8.16. Brahma Bhuvana Loka
Brahma Bhuvana Loka.
Parvartino Arjuna Mam Upatyatu Kontenya Punajanmana
Punarjanmana
Vidyate.
Vidyate. Very good. You're a very bright student, actually. Anybody else who remembers this verse, Madhuri?
Brahma Bhuvana Loka. I
Punar
forgot.
Avartino Arjuna.
Arjuna. Mamupaitya tu Kaunteya. Punarjanma na vidyate.
Wonderful. Binaji?
No, sorry, I don't remember this one.
Oh, that means you're not studying well.
Sorry about that.
No, you should do it. What I'm going to do is I'm creating a sadhana card, which you all have to fill up every week, so that there is a kind of a check on you that what you have done, what we have discussed this week, and whether you have done that study or not, and also how many rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra you have chanted within the week on everyday basis. It is not only ki ek din mein kar liya 16, on a daily basis, that whether it is 4 or 8 or 10, whatever, but do it consistently on a daily basis. Yeah. So that you will be doing and submitting it every week. Before the class, it should be submitted. So now we will learn this verse. So I will chant first line, you all repeat. Traigunya Vishaya Veda.
Traigunya Vishya Veda
Nishtraigunya Bhavarjuna.
Nistre Gunyo Bhavarjuna
Nirdvando Nitya Sattastho.
Nirbandho Nitya Sattvasto
Niryoga Kshema Atmavan.
Niryogi Kshem Atmana
Traigunya Vishaya Veda.
Traigunya Vishya
Veda
Nishtraigunya Bhavarjuna.
Nistre Gunyo Bhavarjuna
Nirdvando Nitya Sattastho.
Nirvandu Nitya
Nirbandho
Sattvato
Niryoga Kshema Atmavan.
Niryogi
Yoga Atmavan.
Traigunya Vishaya Veda.
Traigunya Vishya
Veda
Nishtraigunya Bhavarjuna.
Nistre Gunyo Bhavarjuna
Nirdvando Nitya Sattvasto.
Nirbandho Nitya Sattvasto
Niryoga Kshema Atmavan.
Niryogi
Yoga
Kshem Atmana
Atmavan.
Now, 2 lines at a time, okay? Traigunya Vichaya Veda Nishtraigunya Bhava Arjuna.
Traigunya
Jaya Veda Nishray Gunyo Bhavarjuna.
Yeah, just one second. Saruni, you are very fast because you are a bright student. Please go with the pace of others, okay?
Okay.
So that, yeah, they also get a chance to recite. We'll do it again. Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nishtraigunya Bhava Arjuna.
Traigunne Vishveda
Veda Nishray Gunya
Arjuna.
Nirdvandvo Nitya Satvastho Niryogakshem Atmavan. Chant with the similar pace, okay? Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nishtraigунyo Bhava Arjuna.
Traigunne Vishveda
Nitraigunya Bhavarjuna.
Good. Nirdvandvo Nitya Satvastho Niryogakshema Atmavan.
Nirvandho Nitya Sattvasto Niryogakshem Atmavan.
Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nishtraigunya Bhava Arjuna.
Traigunne
Vidya Veda Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna.
Nirdvandvo Nitya Satvastho Niryogakshema Atmavan.
Nirvandho Nitya Sattvasto Niryogakshem Atmavan.
Now full shloka in one go. Okay, now it's going to be tough, isn't it? Challenge. Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nishtraigunya Bhava Arjuna. Nirdvandvo Nitya Satvastho Niryogakshema Atmavan.
Traigunne Vishveda Traigunyo Bhavarjuna. Nirvando Nitya Sattvasto
Niryogakshem Atmavan.
Again. Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nishtraigунyo Bhava Arjuna. Nirdvandvo Nitya Satvastho Niryogakshema Atmavan.
Traigunne Vishveda Traigunyo Bhavarjuna. Nirvando Nitya Sattvasto Niryogakshema Atmavan.
Okay, now each one of you chant separately. Okay, starting from Manish Prabhu.
Traigunya Visya Veda Nistraigунyo Bhavarjuna. Nirdvandvo Nitya Sattvatso Niryogakshema Atmavan.
Very good. Saloni Mataji.
Traigunya Visaya Veda Nishtraigunya Bhavarjuna Nitvando Nitya Sattvato Yoga Shema Atmavan.
Wonderful. Bhavana.
Traigunya Vishwa Deva Nitra Ganyo Bhavanjuna Netra
Nirdvandvo Nitya Satvastho.
sorry
Nirdvandvo. It's a bit of a, tongue twister.
yeah
Yeah. Nirdvandvo Nitya Satvastho.
Traigunya
Yeah. Start from beginning. Yeah.
Traigunya Vishwadeva Nistra. I think I don't have my glasses.
Why don't you have? Go and get the glasses. In the meantime, Vimto will chant. Yes, Vimto Mataji.
Traigunne Vishveda Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. Nitvando Nitya Sattvasto Niryogakshema Atmavan.
Wonderful. Very bright. Madhuri.
Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna Nirdvandvo Nitya Sattvasto Niryogakshema Atmavan.
Wonderful. Devotee who is hiding.
Traigunya Visaya Veda Nistraigунyo Bhavarjuna Nirvandvo nitya sattvasto niryoga kshema atman.
Wonderful. Very good. Very good. Okay, so classes are on? Yes. Yeah. Do you want to say Bhavna or you still don't have the classes?
I have to find the glasses first. I think it's up.
Okay, no problem. That's okay. So the translation now. The Vedas deal mainly with the subject of the three modes of material nature. What are three modes of material nature? The mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. Yeah? O Arjun, become transcendental to these three modes. What is the meaning of being transcendent? To go beyond this. इससे ऊपर उठो, इसके ऊपर मत रहो. Right? O Arjun, become transcendental to these three modes. Be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety, and be established in the self. I repeat, the Vedas deal mainly with the subject of the three modes of material nature. Veda क्या करते हैं? They deal mainly with the subject of three modes of material nature. O Arjun, become transcendental to these three modes. Be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety, and be established in the self. So what he's saying, what Krishna is telling to Arjun and to us, all of us, because Arjun was the, our representative, and he was receiving the knowledge so that we all can get it. So what he told Arjun, oh Arjun, become transcendental to these three modes. Be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety, and be established in the self. So why he's saying that get away from all these, go up beyond this, isse upar utho, right? So that you are not on that level that you always want to think of mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Come even above. So what can be above the mode of goodness? See, सबसे नीचे क्या है? Mode of ignorance. Then we have mode of passion. Then we have mode of goodness. So what is beyond that is mode of pure goodness. So he wants Arjun and all of us to come to mode of pure goodness. So where we don't even have to think about a mode of goodness. Mode of goodness, what do? We try to do the pious activities. We don't do any sinful activities. In the mode of passion, we do both. Mode of pious activities as well as sinful activities, a mix of that. Because when you are passionate about it, see, when you are passionate about it, then you do some work with that passion that you just forget about everything and anything. That I want to only become better in my tennis. Suppose I play tennis or I become a good cricket bowler. So what happens is, because I want to do that, I forget everything else. Family nahi chahiye, ye nahi chahiye, wo nahi chahiye. Just I want to fill my stomach and I want to play. That's it. Whatever sleep is required, I will just take that sleep, but I'm passionate about that particular thing. However, all these three modes of material nature are coming from Krishna. They are external energies of Krishna or Vishnu. And Krishna is telling that go beyond this. Don't stay on that level. You have to come beyond that. And the Bhagavad Gita 7.14 also Krishna says in other words, Devi Aisha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mamevai Prapadyante Mayam Etam Tarantite. He says, my Devi Aisha Gunamai. So these three modes, Devi Aisha Gunamai, these three modes are my external energy. Okay, and you are in that Bhavasagar. Yeah? Devi Aisha Gunamai, Mama Maya Duratya. It is my Maya. He is not saying that somebody else's Maya. कि पड़ोसी की माया है उसकी माया नहीं. This is Mama Maya Duratyaya, and it is very, very bad. Duratyaya. So what you need to do? Mamaya Vaye Prapadyante. You have to surrender yourself to me. Completely surrender to me. And what happens? Mamaya Vaye Prapadyante. Mayam etam tarantite. And then you should be able to cross that ocean of Duratyaya. That ocean of Duratyaya. That ocean is what? Full of mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. So you have to come out of that. And how will you come out of that? You have to work on it. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा ना कि swim करके चले गए बाहर. लेकिन वो that swimming is very important. However, and that when you are doing that swimming, you have to really work hard. See, anyway, if you are thrown into in the ocean where there are lots of crocodiles, and they are very, very bad, the crocodiles are, and they're going to eat you, right? But if you're a fast swimmer, you should be able to come out of that. You're an ace swimmer, then you can come out of it very well. So that is the quality that can be developed only by becoming an ace swimmer in the mode of pure goodness. So we have to work hard in order to come to mode of pure goodness. So that's why Traigunya Vishya Veda, Nishtraigunya Bhavarjuna, Nidvandva Nitya Satvastho, Niryoga Kshema Atmava. So you have to be seeing, go into Atmavan. You become focused on yourself, being established in the self. Why the self here? The self is what? That is a part and parcel of the super soul, or super soul, or we called it as Bhagwan, right? So in the region of the heart, दो चीजें रहती हैं. क्या होती हैं? आत्मा और परमात्मा. Paramatma is super soul. Atma is soul. So the soul and the super soul both are staying in the same region of the heart. Now, this Paramatma is looking at us all the time. He is the Upadrashta and Anumanta both. He is supervisor. Upadrashta means supervisor. Anumanta means the permitter. If you ask him that can I, but if you are taking your own decisions, then he is only Upadrashta. He is only supervising you, and keep on seeing what you are doing in the rest of your life. He doesn't stop you from doing anything, but he will keep observing you, whatever work that you are doing. And he will keep observing you till the time that you get sick of it. However, we never get sick of doing, sense gratificatory activities. So we keep on doing that, But by learning the Shastras, by coming to classes like this, we get that knowledge and we understand that, oh yes, I don't have to do this. I have to go beyond these three modes of material nature and need to come into mode of pure goodness, where I should be able to, improve myself in terms of I will only able to concentrate and focus on myself. And that self is the Atma. And Atma ki kya hai? It is the part and parcel of Paramatma or the super soul. We are the part and parcel of that. The reason we have already discussed that why do we want to enjoy all the time in this material world? Because the super soul or Paramatma is always happy. Anandamayo bhyasyat. It is Anandamayo bhyasyat. He is always Anandamayo. Because we come from him, that's why we always want to become happy, but we are trying to find happiness in so many other things where there is no happiness, but actually it is a mix of everything. Goodness, passion, ignorance, goodness, passion, ignorance, goodness, passion, ignorance. And we get lost in that until we get proper knowledge. And in order to get that proper knowledge, what we need to do is, in order to become an engineer from a good university, you have to apply for a test, right? If you want to go to IIT, then you should have very good marks. You have to go for that exam. If you want to go for medical, you need to go to a given PET exam or sorry, PMT exam and all that. That happens in India. Here also some exams will be there, or you should have a good ATAR here in this part of the world. So in order to get that, you can do that. But can you become a doctor by just by Googling? You cannot, right? You can't become an engineer just by Googling. Google में मेरे को सब मिल गया, अब मैं डॉक्टर बनने वाला हूँ. That doesn't happen. You have to go to a good institute. In order for you to become an economist, you go to London School of Economics. You want to become a good Master of Business Administration, you go to Harvard University, and then you get a very good degree. Or you go to IIM or Narsibon Institute of Management Studies. All those places you go and then you get that degree, and then your market value increases. Similarly, when you want to become a very good in the knowledge of the pure goodness, what you need to do? You need to go to a spiritual master. And that happens only when you find and search for that spiritual master who can impart that knowledge to you. That is described in the Bhagavad Gita in 4th chapter, 34th verse. Quickly open that. 4th chapter, 34th verse. Yeah. So what does that verse say, Manish Prabhu?
Just a moment, sir. Prabhuji.
Even Madhavi can read as well, though I can't. Tad viddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshant iti jnana.
4th chapter, which one? Which?
4.34.
4.34.
4th chapter, 34th verse. 4.34. In Marathi, what do you say? 4.34.
4.1.
ते कोणाला कळणार नाही.
Sorry?
That will be harder.
Because I learned in Marathi, I did my schooling in Marathi. So up to 8th standard, I did Marathi. After that, Hindi. I was born and brought up in India in Gwalior, MP. Totally Hindi place.
Prabhuji, is this Tad Viddhi
Tad viddhi pranipatena
Pranipatena
sevaya upadekshant iti jnanam jnanena tattvadarshinaha.
Tattvadarshina?
मिला क्या भावना?
I don't have Gita. I think I have the small one. I don't have it.
Just keep it
Yeah.
away.
Yeah,
Keep it away.
I don't have Gita.
Go to your browser and bhagavadasitis.com. Asitis.com. So that what does this translation of this verse says, Manish Prabhu?
Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render services unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you become they have seen the truth.
Yes. So why do we have to go to a guru? Because he has seen the absolute truth.
Truth.
Right. So you can learn only when you go to a right guru and you get the knowledge. You can become a very good engineer when you go to IITs or UNSW like that. So that's what the secret about it. And we should know. And we will come to know only when we are learning scriptures from the authoritative sources. That is very important. Yeah. Okay. Going back again to our slides. And you already have the copy of this. So now these real religious principles are nishtraigunya, above the three modes of nature or transcendental activities. So we are transcending beyond those three modes of material nature, and that's where we can get this understanding. So liberation from material bondage is what? This world is a place of misery as certified by Lord Krishna. He says that this place is what? It is the Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam. Dukhalayam Ashashvatam. So Dukkhalaya, like we have Aushadhalaya, we have Vidyalaya, we have Vishwavidyalaya. Similarly, there is a Dukkhalaya. Dukkhalaya. So this material world is a alaya of dukkha. It is the alaya of dukkha. It is the places of misery. So you will not find happiness all the time. There will be a little bit of happiness, then little bit of difficulty, then again some little bit of happiness. So it's not always that you have a same graph all the time, right? ऐसा जाएगा फिर नीचे आएगा फिर ऐसा जाएगा. So it's sinusoidal graph. So it is always sinusoidal. So we will not find happiness all the time. And one must work for freedom from this cycle of birth and death. That's why. So the reason that we are learning this knowledge is to understand that where is the actual happiness is all about. The actual happiness is when we get out of this cycle of birth and death. And that will happen only when we surrender. We have to surrender to the Lord. Surrendering means that complete faith. That complete faith. Yeah. Any question? So all these, please read about yourself, because it's very easy to understand. I don't want to go through these. Very clear examples that when you have heat, you can use fan. Once the electricity goes off, then what happens? Again, you will start feeling heat. So because the fan will not be there. So like that. So these are very good examples I've given in this slideshow. So please read through them and understand. If you have any question, I'm there to answer you. So here is a very good example. Once a man got a boil. A doctor gave him some ointment to apply on it. But after some time, he got a similar boil in other part of the body. And again went to the same doctor who advised him to apply the medicine whenever the boil comes. But basically, this is not the solution. Actually, what he should be doing, the doctor should have told him, you get your blood test done.
Yes.
And there where we find out, what actually the problem is with you. Whether you have problem with the vitamins you have a, deficiency of vitamins, or if there is some other problem. I'm not a doctor, so I can't comment much on it. But you have to find the right doctor in order to give you the right suggestion to get rid of that problem. If you go to, I say, chota mota, compounder, then he will always give you the same, ointment. ये सिर्फ लगाते रहो बस, पूरी body को लगाओ सो जाओ. Isn't it? So that is not a solution. So now here is the solution. He went to another doctor who could understand the root cause of the problem, impurity in the blood. He treated the patient's blood, and the patient was permanently cured. So we are looking for a permanent cure here by studying the Shastras. And that's where our journey is going all about. So I tried to give more examples by, giving a picture, some artwork. I tried my best to do so. So we can use the same example in order to understand that what is basically the, what we are trying to do. We are trying to do a misidentification of oneself to matter. So we discussed about there are two types of bodies we have. What are two types of bodies, Saloni?
The soul and the subtle soul
Subtle body and
and the gross body.
gross body. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So what does gross body contains, Minaji?
The gross body is made up of all like skin, bones, muscles, fat.
Very good, very good. So that is matter. And what is the subtle body, Vinto?
It's a conscious Atma,
What else? There are three
subconscious
things.
mind.
There are three things you need to know.
Yeah,
In that,
Man, Chit,
yeah.
And the false ego.
false ego.
Ah, very good. So it's
Sorry.
a mind, intelligence, and false ego. So that goes along with the soul, right? So we have to develop our mind and the intelligence, and should not have our false ego. So what is the false ego here? There are two things: ego and a false ego. Why I'm using the word false ego here? So that is a misidentification. How we identify ourselves, that I'm a mother, I'm a father, I'm a professor, I'm a director, I'm a vice president, like that. You know? So this is the misidentification. Some of you might be feeling that, oh, this is a repetition of what we talked about. But unless we repeat these kind of things, we can't remember. Yeah. So it is better to listen. Sometimes it is also known as redundancy, right? Sometimes it's redundant, but it is better to at least have that understanding again and again and again and again. And that's why if you read Prabhupada books, in the purport, you will find lots of places, same thing is getting repeated. But why Prabhupada has done it? Because if you pick up Prabhupada books and try to read it from anywhere, you will get the message of Shastra, that what he's talking about, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who you are, how you should be developing your knowledge, etc., etc. So Prabhupada has written these books on a very intelligent way, and he has said that I have not written these books. He himself was very surprised to see his own books that he has written. He said, I have not written this book. And some Krishna himself came and guided him to write these books. Otherwise, just imagine, it's such a thick book with 700 shlokas, with purport, translation, word to word. Everything has been written, glossary, all those things in this book, and then 12 cantos of Srimad Bhagavad, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So many books he has written in the period of just 20 years. And within 10 years, he opened 108 temples across the globe. हम लोग एक टेम्पल नहीं ओपन कर पाते हैं. And he opened 108 temples across the globe. The places like, America, London, then Germany and Japan, and, like these places, France. So here's another verse which is, what is the due to the external energy, the living entity, although transcendental to the three modes of nature, thinks himself as a material product and undergoes material miseries. In order to enjoy the sense gratification, we do a whole lot of things and again get into other problem of the body. So material miseries are keep on coming when we try to enjoy these material things in our life. What it means, that you can get the example of एक पैक पी रहा है, 2 पैक पीना है, 3 पैक पीना है, 4 पैक पीना है. They'll say, oh, I had a scotch, I had this, I had that, But what is it going to do to your body, basically? So that what is going to do to your body is what we get in this, that you get into more and more material miseries that you go through. Instead of going into those material miseries, we have to come out of that, and we need to get into better habits, and that better habits can come only with the association of the like-minded people, with the association of devotees. When we do that, then only it is possible to we can get into we come out of the three modes of material nature. It is already 11 o'clock. So I think we should stop here for today. And we come back next week. Start from here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions before we close today? Are we going with the same good pace that you are able to understand everything? And yeah,
Yes, Prabhu.
I can't see Yogesh ji today. Peela Mataji. Is he there or not there?
Sorry, who's this?
Yogesh. Oh, your husband. Sorry, I forgot the name.
Vinod. Yeah, he's
No, sorry. Yeah.
yeah, he's
Okay. Hi. Hare Krishna, Vinod ji.
Hare Krishna ji.
आप दिखते नहीं हो तो मुझे लगता है शायद चले गए कहीं.
No, he's here.
was here.
We were just busy for the last 2 weekends. So
Okay. Hope everything is good.
yeah, all good. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, so if nobody has any question, we can chant the Vaishnava Pranam and close the class for today. Go to Introduction to Bhagavad Gita and see the Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya. That is the Vaishnava Pranam. Why do we Vaishnava Pranam always? Because knowingly, unknowingly, if we have done some offense, we can get that solved, or we can get the forgiveness, ask for the forgiveness to Vaishnava. Vaishnava is what? Vaishnava is like a Kalpataru. He is the full wish fulfilling tree. So if you ask for anything, you get the benefit of that. Vaishnava is a very, very nice individual who can, you ask for anything and he will give you that. He'll fulfill all your desires. So it's a desire fulfilling tree. Okay. If we all are there, then we can chant it first. Introduction to Bhagavad Gita. And you will find Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha. Okay. I will chant. You can chant along with me. Are we ready?
Yep.
Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.